Hey, peace, peace, peace to the family, peace to everybody out there. This is the Urban Economic Show. We're gonna have a wonderful show today. We're gonna touch on the lineages of Umar and my brother Tariq Nasheed, Umar Johnson, Tariq Nasheed, and we're gonna talk about what they both talk about, which is battling white supremacy and how can we survive in this society. So Sister Monica is gonna do a presentation on some opportunities for us while we're here, but we're also gonna have a dialogue after her presentation about what we need to do and so forth. But before we start the show, I want to talk about something called swatting. And shout out to Hika Mayat Kemet. My brother is gonna come on and talk about his products and his website. And let me just get into this real quickly here so people in Sarnetta could be familiarized with what this is. All right. Now pay attention to the screen carefully and check this out.
All right, let's turn to this online gaming dispute between two gamers. It turned deadly after what's called swatting. This was a prank. Our affiliate case, KWCH, is reporting that Los Angeles police have
mute
made
your mic,
an
brother.
arrest.
Mute your mic.
Now, if you've never heard of swatting, honestly, I hadn't until this story happened. It's when someone makes a prank call about a bogus crime to get the SWAT team, to get police to go to someone's house.
In this case, a man in Los Angeles allegedly called police in Kansas and told dispatchers that he was there in Kansas, that he shot his father and was holding his mother and sibling hostage.
I'm just pointing the gun at them, making sure they stay in the closet. My mom and my little brother.
Okay, is there any way you can put the gun up?
No. Are you guys sending someone over here? Because then I'm definitely not going to put it away.
Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and stay on the phone with you, okay?
That's fine. Until they get here, or?
As long as you need me to, okay?
Yeah, I'm thinking about, because I already poured gasoline all over the house. I might just set it on fire.
Okay, well, we don't need to do that, okay?
In a little bit, I might.
Well, police showed up at the address that the suspect gave them. This was in Kansas. But when they got there, 28-year-old Andrew Finch came to the door. Police say he moved suddenly and an officer fired. Now, Finch had no weapon. Not only was he unarmed, he had nothing to do with the...
You might want to pause it real quick.
Yeah.
And now,
people in the hangout, they're not in on the channel. It's not allowing people in. They're still saying, let's go. It's like they're in the holding, is waiting.
Hold on a second.
When you go to YouTube.
What are you talking about, Monique? You mean the people, the viewers that can't see it?
Uh-huh.
What the hell is going on?
No, they're there. They watching.
They keep saying, let's roll.
Not you, Mo. Don't worry about it, Cheryl. Don't worry about it. Everything is good, Sanida. Everything is good. Everything is good. Don't worry about it. Everything is good. Thank you. All right.
his family obviously is outraged. Reporter Angela Monroe from our affiliate KWCH talked to them. Here's more.
But when they got there, 28-year-old Andrew Finch came to the door. Police say he moved suddenly and an officer fired. Now, Finch had no weapon. Not only was he unarmed, he had nothing to do with the online gaming dispute.
And now his family obviously is outraged. Reporter Angela Monroe from our affiliate KWCH talked to them. Here's more.
Andrew Finch's family is angry. He was shot by a Wichita police officer as they responded to a call on false information.
They did not warn him. They did not say anything to him. He opened the door and they shot him.
Andrew Finch's mother was in the house when her son was shot. We sat with her as she watched the conference and disagreed with parts of what they said.
And I'm not letting go until I have justice.
Lisa Finch says her son was never given a chance before police shot him.
This is his blood. They were given the story that there were hostages being held here and the people were in here dead.
It was a swatting call, a false call meant to bring SWAT to a scene. All because of a video game dispute that had nothing to do with Finch. The family has a message for whoever made that call, too.
You're a murderer, and you're an accomplice. And you killed a wonderful man,
This whole family has lost a wonderful person because of your selfish.
Finch had 2 young children, and we're told he was all about his family.
I would like them to remember that he was very loyal. He was faithful, and he was caring.
The Finch family continues to want answers after the unarmed man was shot by police on a bogus call.
All right. So, I mean, for those who don't know what swatting is, that's pretty much what that person was doing. Let me stop the sharing for a second here and make sure everybody's good. We got our brother Heka Kemet in the building. We got Sister Mo. How you guys want to do it? Cheryl and Mo, y'all in charge, man. How y'all want to do this? Y'all want the brother to go in first, or you want to go Mo? How do you want to do it? Hey, Heka Kemet, introduce yourself, man. Unmute your mic and introduce yourself. How you doing, bro?
You don't want to talk about Umar and them first, or you got that last?
I'm gonna talk about. All right, let me get to Umar the first. Then let me talk about Umar. How you doing today, bro?
I'm good, family. How y'all doing?
How you doing? What's your? Let me ask you this. What's your definition? How do you look at white supremacy? What do you think about white supremacy? How do you look at white supremacy in today's world?
Say that one more time, family.
In today's world.
Yep. Say the question for me one more time. I'm sorry.
I say, how you look at white supremacy today in today's world? How do you look at it?
You know, white supremacy is a very covert operation. You know, now being that Donald Trump is in the office, I think it has inadvertently awakened a lot of people. But you know, white supremacy in itself is such a covert operation. You know, it's hard to get our people to truly understand what it is. You know, even in the conscious community, we got so many people that's, you know, fighting war, but don't understand warfare. And what I mean by that is, you know, they're still very physically angry at white people. But, you know, they don't understand that, you know, in today's time, you know, to win that battle is not going to be in a gun blaze and fire. It's going to be, you know, in the corporate world, building corporations so we can have an economic base to be able to actually sit down and, you know, really develop some type of power so we can.
Very interesting,
sit
bro.
at the table.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Where did you grow up when you was growing up? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in South Carolina, but I went to high school in New York.
You went to high school in New York. Which part of New York?
Rockland County, Spring Valley.
Okay. So you pretty much grew up upstate. Well, that's not really upstate.
It's not really upstate. Yeah, they call it upstate, but it's not really upstate.
That's like past Nyack and go up to exit 14. And yeah, I used to work. All right. So pretty much, all right. Because I'm trying to see your background to where you're coming from. Because most folks, when they hear somebody like you talk, they talk about blazing guns and think that's the way we're going to get out of the condition that we're in. And sometimes when we talking, it's like a rah-rah moment where, you know what, people say, hey, let's get these guns blazing. This is the only thing that the white man going to understand and da-da-da-da. But everybody says, oh, you know, they act like they're about a certain life, but they're really not about the life. Because
Can I give you my take on white supremacy?
Go ahead, bro, because I'm gonna go around and ask everybody. Go ahead, brother.
My stance on it, and my people might get mad at me, because you know I always take the unpopular approach, right? Now, if you ask me about white supremacy, I don't care about white supremacy. The reason why our people feel bad about white supremacy, because to me, you want white people to acknowledge you. You want white people to love you. I don't give a damn about it. Don't exist in my world. In my world, I see black supremacy. But in order for us to get black supremacy, all of us got to get on board with black supremacy, which means look at yourself as number one. Care about you. Worry about you. You are number one. See, in the white man's world, ain't nothing wrong with him putting himself first. That's what our enemy are supposed to do. In the Chinese world, there are Chinese supremacy. There's Arab supremacy. We're the only ones in our community that feel upset about white supremacy. I don't give a damn about white supremacy. We need to get on board and love ourselves first. The white man is not going to be, he's not going to be lovey-dovey for everybody. So the hell with him and his supremacy. We need to fight for black supremacy. What is supremacy? Supremacy is a state or condition of being superior to all in authority, in power, or status. So that's what we need to do. We need to put ourselves in position of supremacy when we look at each other as a nation. Oh, we've got to first think of ourselves as a nation. And when we think of ourselves as a nation, we can begin to unify and then begin to what? Put ourselves in a supreme state condition. It's nothing wrong with that. But the problem is when we do that, we say, oh, we get tricked by the white man. He say, oh, you sound racist. You being racist. But see, once he tricked you, then you begin to say, oh, you know, I love everybody. And that's how the white man gets you. He gets you with his technology to make you love everybody. But I don't see nothing wrong with white supremacy. I don't want my enemy to love me. I'm not begging him to love me. You got to see in terms of everything in nature has an enemy, my brother Garfield. Everything in nature, from the animals to the ants to the you know, you name it. Everything in nature has an enemy. Go ahead, brother.
That because I was watching a documentary on the wild in Africa, and you had the lion, the young lions. They teaching their young cubs how to catch the deers and how to kill them properly. And so in that environment, the enemy of the deer is the lions. So whenever they see the lions, they're like, "Yo, we got to get out of here, man."
No, but Garfield, you used the wrong one. You got to say the natural born enemy of the lions is the hyena, not the deer. The deer is just a meal, but the enemies of each other is like a lion and a hyena. Because when they fight to the death, they don't even eat each other. They walk the fuck away from the corpse. They don't even eat each other, brother. That's an enemy. Them two are naturally born enemies right there.
Cheryl, go ahead, Cheryl. How do you see today as far as white supremacy is concerned?
I mean, I agree with what Sarnetta just said, so I don't have too much to add to it. We're so concerned about what they're doing. We're not doing anything. We at a standstill. So, I mean, I really don't have anything else to add because we talked to it blue in the face, but nobody is making major moves to change anything.
Okay. Monica, go ahead.
I don't really have a comment on that, Garfield.
All right, cool. Hey, what I do feel though, let's take a look at this for a second now. We got brother Umar Johnson, who always talks about fighting white supremacy. We got brother Tariq Nasheed, who always talks about fighting white. As a matter of fact, he talks about it more than Umar. Every single tweet, every single Instagram. Tariq Nasheed always talks about white supremacy. Now, my whole thing is, when you look at both of them, they're two different brothers who have the same agenda. They want to uplift their people, but they have two different ways of going about it. Umar goes around the country. He basically talks. He's more of a public speaker because that's what he's into. And he basically is a rah-rah guy. He'll get you going. He'll slap you up in the face, tell you about yourself, get you in your rah-rah moment. Tariq is more of a researcher. He wants to put out documentaries because documentaries last forever. So both of them have two different ways. I believe Umar falls into the category of like well, not too much Frederick Douglass, although he's claiming kinship. I think it more of a Garvey, Malcolm, Khalid. I would see more in that lineage. I would see Tariq more in the Booker T. Coleman. I mean Booker T. Not Booker T. Coleman, Booker T. Washington. More of a what would I say? W.E.B. Du Bois. I'd see more of a more subtle approach, not more of a rah-rah jumping up and down approach. I mean, I don't know how you feel about that, Sonita. I would see Tariq that way. Tariq is more of an economic guy. Boyce Watkins teaches economic empowerment. So he's like the perfect guy for us to really listen to and follow. He's teaching people how to be black millionaires, teaching them about the stock market. Tariq is trying to get our history right. So there's nothing wrong with that. So both of them are fighting in their own way. They're in two different corners. And so I don't think the brothers should basically come at each other. I would see that they more complement each other than going at each other, because they're in the same situation. They both are dark brown skinned brothers who are considered black in America. And the bottom line is, if they both in a dark alley and the police come there, they're not going to say, okay, you're a different type of fighter for white supremacy and you're a different type of fighter. They're going to look at him as a black man who might be a threat to them. So in this type of struggle that we have with this system, because systematic racism is going to exist, it's not going anywhere. So when Sarnetta says black supremacy, we talk about when Elijah Muhammad changed the paradigm when he said the white man is the devil. Everybody started thinking about blacks being better, and we had this type of superiority complex because we always thought we were less than the people who were in charge. So now we fast forward to like 80 years later, or like 70 to 80 years later. We look at our condition right now. We're still in a struggle, but it's not different because now we're in an integrated society. We're not segregated no more. So now when we look at opportunities are vast, but that doesn't mean the systematic racism or white supremacy doesn't exist. We can't keep our eyes off the prize. But what Sarnetta is saying is that we need to focus on us more than worrying about what they're doing, because they're not going anywhere. White supremacy, as I said today on the show earlier, if we have 95% black and brown people in America, we're still going to be, we're not going to be included in the 1% who is rich and have all the millions. There's always going to be somebody pulling the puppet strings. So being in charge should never be our agenda. It should be, how are we surviving? Are we safe? How are we going to survive during this? So what I'm going to ask my sister Monica to do shortly, as I put her presentation up, and before I even go to her, let me hear what Sci-Fi, do you have any comments you got to say about this?
No, I go with what Sarnetta said. Well done. But I do have to go to work, so if you just letting you know.
What, before you go, do you have pictures you could put on the screen of your car?
Yes. Peace to the panel. Peace, family.
I want everybody to see Sci-Fi's new car. She got what you got? What type of car?
It's an XT5.
What you doing with that? You conscious. You're supposed to be dropping that.
You already know. I mean, I'm not even supposed to be wearing this because I'm conscious, remember? So anyway, shout out to the Dagger Squad family. My credit was looking bad. It was in the 500s.
530.
Yes, and so Garfield have reached out to me because I was having car problems with my cash car, and so it came to a point where I needed to get a new car, but my credit wasn't where it needed to be in order for me to afford it and not get hit with the high interest rate. So it took 6 months to clean up my credit. At first, Garfield was able to delete like 13 items off my credit, but I have 4 things that just would not go away. Him and I had brainstormed for months, and we finally got out of 4, 3 of them off. So 1 is still on there. So now my credit scores is in the mid 700.
Damn.
I reached out to my credit union, and they went ahead and hooked me up. And when I initially called them at first, when it was in the mid 5s, they quoted me like $700 a month, like $750.
You ain't got to tell nobody what you pay. Don't do all that.
Well, no, I'm just using that as an example, son, because what's going on is there's a lot of people out there that is in the situation that I just got out of. And because they're, desperate for a car, they would just go ahead and just take whatever they can, not knowing because of their credit score, their high interest rate would be high. Even for a card that's like 2 or 3 years old, they would still pay $700 because of their credit score. So the better your credit is, the less the payments you will have to pay. So I just wanted to say I decreased it by $200, which is pretty decent because I have a brand new car, and I'm gonna share my screen so I can show you guys what type of car I have. And it works. Working with the Dagger Squad, they will help you step by step to get everything taken off. And let me see, let me go to the top. So this is the color of the car that I have. My car looked just like this. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
What are you doing with that car? Hell no. Hell no. I'm in my hater mode right now. Hell no.
That thing is bad.
And,
Nice.
and this is what my panel looked like. But it's not peanut butter and black, it's jet black. I have leather seats. I have all the technology. So this is the computer, the console in the middle.
Don't Cadillac have that thing if you're drunk and they smell it, they stop the car, something like that? I think they got that in that car.
Like if you're drink driving and if Cadillac kind of sense that, they will automatically pull you over to the side. You have no control over it.
Wow, damn.
I have Bose speakers. This is how my dash look like. I have heated seats. Here's a little close up of it, and that's it. So this is what my car actually looked like. And like I said, if it wasn't for the Dagger Squad, I wouldn't even be able to afford this car. But because they have helped me with my credit and then restore confidence in me, because, you know, when you're in a messed up situation where you have to work and then you need a reliable transportation, you know, you want to make sure that you don't get in trouble with your job, you know, for not coming in, or that, you know, just bombing rides from other people and things of that nature. So I just wanted to let you guys know their service do work. Here's my testimony. I also work with Sister Cheryl. She did help me.
Which you have to come back and we need to do it.
Yes. Help me to get certified. So I am right now certified. I have my own business, my own tax ID.
Let me ask you, Sapphire, when you make a right turn, do the bag on your right blows up on you?
If
like so you don't lean all the way over?
You talking about
the you do.
The sausage airbag? I have all of that stuff.
Like when you turn to the left, do the bag blows up on your side so you don't lean all the way over too?
Like your Mercedes?
What? And why do you know?
I just want to let you guys know I am certified today to take on government contract. I just got to take the time to go through it to see what contract will fit, best fit my needs and the government. So I have my own business, so I am a business owner. I also work with Sister Mo with the W-2s, my econ. I am signed up for the whole package deal, and this is what the Dagger Squad offer an individual. So family, if you're thinking about, you know, just venturing out on your own, have your own small business, this is the crew you need to get with. They are incredible. They will explain it to you like ABC 1, 2, 3. They're very patient. It's easy to get in touch with them. And it's just worth your time and service just to do business with them. And plus, this is a Black-owned business we're talking about. So the subject of this show is white supremacy. And this is one way of fighting it, because it doesn't affect nobody on the panel, not even me. It doesn't affect me. So if you're a victim of it, if you have issues with getting a job because of your credit or your background and things of that nature, you may want to reconsider the Dagger Squad and team up with them to see what they can do.
Hey,
Garfield, did I do okay?
Thank you, and very, very well said, and thank you, and wow, that's all I gotta say. Wow. And I'm a hater, because I got to change my car now. She done passed me, Saw. She passed you too.
Yeah, no doubt.
Black folks.
Garfield,
Black folks.
Garfield, you driving a Range Rover, man. What's wrong with you?
Nobody's supposed to know that. Nobody's
It's
supposed
you
to know
should be in a Cadillac like hers anyway. That's a girly car.
Nobody's supposed to know that, Sarnetta.
My bad. But yo, I had two Cadillacs. I had a navy blue with the white wall. Y'all don't know nothing about the white walls. I had that too, like about 4 or 5 years ago. So, yeah, man. But yeah, let's get back to the Umar Johnson and Tariq real quick.
Yeah.
Peace, family.
Peace.
Love you guys. Love the panel. Peace.
All right. Peace. Hey, let me say this though. We can't pick sides when it comes to Umar or Tariq. That's the first mistake we make as a community. We love the drama.
Right.
But we want to put ourselves in a position where, hey, I prefer Umar, I prefer this one. Listen, family. The problem is we need to work our minds together. You see, if Umar and Tariq and Boyce had sat down and decided about the school, he wanted to go the direction of the school, he could have gotten some great advice from Boyce Watkins. He could have got some advice from Tariq. Because Tariq does fundraising when he's doing his movies. He does a lot of fundraising. So people need to look at what other people are doing and learn from them and stop trying to do things as individuals. This show would be boring if it was just me and Sarnetta every Wednesday.
Right.
Nobody want to see that. We tired of Garfield and Sarnetta.
Let me say this, Garfield, real quick. How many of you ever heard of Queen Ya Asantewa, Queen Mother out of Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Okay. She texted me today, Queen Mother Ya Asantewa, and y'all should be getting y'all pens ready or get your phones ready, whatever. She is sponsoring a bus trip to support Dr. Umar Johnson, January the 8th, 2018. The bus is leaving at 6 a.m. from Fulton Street, Bedford Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. Come at 5 p.m. to get a good seat. Make sure you secure your seat, but nobody will be turned away. She is recruiting a bus tour, $50 round trip to take you there and to bring you back. And you will also be greeted with Dr. Umar Johnson at the court. I'm gonna try my best to make it there. I'm gonna do my best to see if I could go. And
hold on a second though. I heard someone say that
I'm gonna bring my cameras and all that so I could bring it to the people. And I got my spy glasses, so I'm gonna bring all that shit up in the court.
Somebody made a post that it was rescheduled. I don't know if
say that again.
Somebody had made a post that it was rescheduled because now he has lawyers.
See,
I'm not sure. I don't know.
What I'm talking about.
Don't share that. I'm gonna send a text and ask right now, and to see if that's true. If it's true, then I'm gonna send him a text right now and ask him if and see if he responds before the show is over.
Yeah, there you go. That's good. Because if not, shit, Queen Ya said she just spoke to him not too long ago. That's why she sent me this text. But that's what I was talking about. We need to make sure that he will be there because they will cancel court dates at the drop of a dime. And we all go up there for nothing. So we got to make sure if any event, I got my spy glasses. I want to get up in there, get a good seat, look the judge right in his damn eyes, his cold blue eyes, if he got blue eyes. I want to look at it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Anybody needs to contact the Dagger Squad, by the way. Dagger Squad, the #1 at gmail.com. That's Dagger Squad, the #1 at gmail.com. What info would you want us to drop? And by the way, if anyone is out there that doesn't live in New York, I think Connecticut, California, I don't remember what the other 4 states are, you can be hired by the Dagger Squad. So this is you getting hired by a Black-owned company to work as a virtual customer service representative. You're not getting paid $50 an hour. So this is just a basic job to cover basic expenses. Say you're not working right now, you're trying to get some money, this would be perfect for you. All right, we have different contracts, different companies that we're working with. I think TurboTax, I think Cruise Line and other type of companies you're going to be customer service for. And I'm telling you right now, if you want to get hired for a job, listen, you don't have to worry. Ain't nobody gonna discriminate against you. All you need a landline phone line, a desktop computer, and you have to work mandatorily 15 hours a week. Email me at daggersquad1@gmail.com. daggersquad1@gmail.com. Or you could inbox me on Facebook if you don't get the information. All right. So
all right,
now,
real quick, and I'm gonna go. I gotta leave Garfield. I'm gonna let y'all rock. I'm gonna sit back and you know, I gotta plug in. You know, Cleveland Cavaliers will be playing Boston tonight. So they playing Boston tonight. I'm gonna watch that. But the number is 347-876-0122. If you want to go on that bus ride, call the number 347-876-0122. Peace, Garfield. Take it over.
all right. What time you coming back, sir? So
I'll be here. I'll be here.
Oh, you're just doing your thing. All right, cool. All right. So let me see Heka Maya. Do you want to go in, brother, on your product? But let me just finalize everything with the whole we're gonna get back to Umar and Tariq later. We're gonna talk some more about that. But people need to understand where we live and what times we're living in. This is an integrated society. So don't be fooled, don't be tricked off the prize. But just remember, it's survival time. And you got to protect yourself and your family from whatever. All right, just to keep that in mind. But go ahead, my brother.
Peace, family. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, bet. Yeah. So, basically, you know, to get back to what we were saying, Sonetta said what I was saying, but you know, he did it in Sonetta fashion. So, you know, I definitely agree with what he was talking about. But to talk about my product, man, first I gotta thank you guys for giving me the platform to come on and, you know, be able to let about my product and who I am and what we do, especially my sister Monica. You know, she's been rocking with me, man, since day one, pretty much. So I got to thank you guys for this opportunity, first and foremost. And what we do, man, the name of the company is Quintessentials. Formerly Shea of Life. We literally just changed the name of the company, you know, within the last couple of weeks or so, and just rolled it out to the public within the last couple of days. But, you know, again, a lot of people may know me as Shea of Life, know the company as Shea of Life. But we just recently, again, changed the name to Quintessentials. But basically what we focus on is your natural personal hygiene products. Typically how I like to explain it is, you know, everything you use on a daily basis to maintain your personal hygiene, we make it. Everything from mouthwash, toothpaste, and deodorant, which are our top sellers, our top products. Of course, we have the whipped shea butters, we have lotion, products. I mean, literally everything.
Brother, what's the name of your website?
The website is Quintessential 5.
How do you spell that?
So, yeah, QUINTESSENTIAL5.com. Or to make it easier, you can also still use SheaofLife.com as well.
Yeah, let me share my screen so people could see it. See the actual, yeah, they should be able to. Let me ask you this: why did you change your name? Is there anything specific why you changed your name to Quintessential?
Absolutely. So, you know, as you
chipped out, brother.
The shea butters and things like that. That's one of the, you know, more, I guess, more prevalent hustles, I like to say, that, you know, unfortunately, and I was kind of tapping on this earlier where I was getting ready to tap into it. You know, we kind of.
Well, I don't know what's up with your signal, brother, but you're chipping out. You keep chipping out.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I could hear you right now. Let me ask you this before we even go any further.
Yep.
Do some of your products is this just for females or it's for male and females?
No, absolutely, male and female. We are not gender specific. Like I said, we make everything from mouthwash, toothpaste, and deodorant, all the way to your everyday, you know, products that you use on a daily basis to maintain your personal hygiene. So we are definitely not gender specific.
This would be good for people who have allergy problems, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And that's, you know, the beautiful thing is about natural products, you know, unlike the chemicals in our everyday products. And that's why I was tapping in on the war and warfare earlier. You know, the way white supremacy fights us now in the covert way that they do, they put a lot of chemicals, GMOs and things like that in our everyday products. That's warfare. So how I fight, you know, or, you know, how I tend to combat white supremacy, so to speak. And again, you know, what Sinetta said is 100% correct. But if you're not aware of the warfare that they wage against us on a daily basis, then, you know, white supremacy still wins. So, you know, the chemicals in our soaps, the aluminum in our deodorant, the fluoride, which I'm sure mostly everybody on this channel is familiar with fluoride. You know, if you're on Sinetta channel, I'm pretty positive you're familiar with what fluoride does to the pineal gland. Not only that, what it does to your body. Fluoride itself, or fluorine, on the chart, the what do you call it? The chemical chart. Basically, it's more reactive than Clorox. So I tell people, if you wouldn't put Clorox in your mouth, then why are you putting fluoride in your mouth? But you use it every day to brush your teeth. This is warfare. So what we do, our main focus is to provide natural products for people that have quote unquote sensitive skin. And what they really don't have sensitive skin. What they're having is reactions to the accumulation of chemicals that they've been using their entire life. So now it's starting to portray itself, you know, through eczema, psoriasis, you know, all of those things that we're getting now, and we're starting to normalize it, but it's not normal. So this is what we do. So yes, natural products are perfect for people that have, again, quote unquote, sensitive skin. And really is not sensitive skin for the most part. It's just, you need to detox your body of all the chemicals that are being used on a daily basis.
All right, cool. All right, so let me ask you this now. If do you have folks that could distribute your products, or do you?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you do have
absolutely.
Okay.
All yes, right. Absolutely. That's one of my biggest goals. I have 12 distributors now across the U.S. Mm-hmm. Always looking for more, because that's my distribution outlet. I'm not looking to put my products in no white-owned establishments, no Walmarts, no Targets, no Walgreens, anything like that.
Well,
my distribution, yes, sir.
Right there. What would be wrong though if you put them in there?
So for me, because my ultimate goal, and you can look at it from multiple different, you know, perspectives. So I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying my goal is to provide opportunities for my people. And how I do that is making it very, very accessible to create another stream of income by selling my products.
Okay. And quintessential5.com. Quintessential5.com.
Yep.
Let me do this, because wouldn't it be wise though? Because our people are shopping at Walmart and Target.
Absolutely.
And stores. So wouldn't it be wise to have your product in those stores? Because at the end of the day, hold on, before you answer though, this is a capitalist society, and you're in the business not only to provide a good product, but also to make money. So would it be wise to offer the product if you're going to make money to everywhere possible?
Right. Absolutely. So again, it's not that it's wrong to put your products in there. That's just not my personal goal. My personal goal is to develop my own stream, or my own, you know, I guess, franchise of, for lack of a better, you know, comparison, Walgreens, CVS. That's my personal goal. So I'm not looking to, okay, I'll put it like this. You know, there's an African proverb that said, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with many. So for me, I do want to make money, of course, that's the ultimate goal, but I also want to bring people with me. Now, obviously, I know everybody is not going to get on that bus, so I'm very aware of that. But again, you know, if we talk about group economics, we talk about empowering our community. Me personally,
Mm-hmm.
The way that I'm going to practice that is by providing opportunities, even if it take me a little bit longer to get to that level of success, so to speak, that most people would see a Shea Moisture or, you know, other companies that are, you know, available in those outlets. Even if it takes me a little bit longer, for me, the reward is going to be much bigger if 20 years from now, I said, you know what, instead of going that route, I went this route. Now, how many millionaires have I created by providing opportunities and giving people in our community that normally wouldn't have that opportunity to say, you know what, I own a franchise with Shea or with Quintessentials. You don't really have that opportunity with a Shea Moisture. And again, I'm not knocking what they did. I'm just saying that's not my personal goal.
Well,
Now,
you got me sold. I'm going to support you. And
I appreciate it.
Anything that Monica brings is always good.
Yes, sir.
I feel though, you never know, bruh. You might gotta invest it too. But I'm gonna take.
Well, I need them.
And I might be interested in investing, but the thing is, we got to think about the product as a global product.
Right. Absolutely.
Somebody said, "Does the deodorant smell good?" Because I don't want to be musky.
So, if I will, can I address that? Because that's a misconception that a lot of people have about natural deodorants. For one, so let me address that to the people that, you know, have I guess you know, kind of standoffish about using natural deodorant. So the first thing I gotta say is, you know, the two things that people get mixed up with natural deodorant not working is, one, anything natural is not going to stop your body from doing what it's supposed to do. So most of the time, from my experience, 99% of the time, when people say natural deodorant doesn't work for them, it's because it doesn't stop them from sweating. And again, you know, this is one of those things that we've been conditioned to think that is not a good thing.
Yeah,
when
perspirants, and I'm gonna give a quick example, my brother. Don't mean to cut you.
Yes. Oh, go ahead.
Perspirants, I'm allergic to them. And
okay, absolutely.
Perspirants block your airways underneath your arms too.
Absolutely.
The chemicals and all of that is. I don't use no form of chemical stuff with my personal. Yeah,
absolutely.
Almost every single thing you could. I'm allergic even to jewelry. That's how bad my skin is. So I'm gonna try your products, bro. I'm gonna try.
Yes, sir.
Well, any other mess me up, man. I might gotta take a trip to South Carolina.
Oh man. Well, I'm in Illinois now, man. But don't get me, man.
Yeah,
but can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, sis.
Oh, when I met the brother, it was like about 2 years ago. He was vending at a dance competition, and his product, it was like in the little black drawers, and he was writing on them. And when I seen him again in New York, I was like, whoa, what you do? Like, he took his product and how he branded product in the present. You know how you take you can leave shea butter in the sun, and it melts, and it's all oily, and it all, oh my God, it's just like gross. His shea butter is so smooth. I fell in love. So when I hunt him down or whatnot, when I see him again in New York, I was like, okay, let me try something else. And I tried the mask and the deodorant and the mouthwash, and every time he put the products out. And also, I have to say this: a lot of people, you know, sometimes when you have people have products, they don't give you like, they don't do sales or discounts or things of that nature. But he always have like bundle sales, and I just kind of years he pushes stuff in a timely manner. You could see him and his progression when he put his product on the internet. Everything is all packaged nice. It's not all messy. It's just phenomenal, his growth over the years. I don't know if he talks about his revenue. I know he talked about that once, how he grew his revenue, getting his products out in a timely manner and doing the right thing with his products. I can vouch for it. I was a little hesitant about the deodorant, but when I use it, I just ran out. I'll be ordering. I just ran out. When I use it, let me tell you, I would be sitting down amongst people and I'll be smelling under my arms. They were like, what you doing? I said, it smells so minty. It is, him and his wife, beautiful people. They are always in a positive spirit when I've seen them. And I've seen him in several different places, and I've been following him since he left South Carolina 2 years ago. I don't know how many years you left, but I've been following since then. And I just want to say high five to your product, because every time somebody asks me what did I have on, and I was like, man, it's that Share Life stuff right here. You got all this whatnot. Like I wouldn't even put on body spray or perfume or anything like that, because your shade, awesome. That mango, oh my god, it was awesome, man. It was just awesome. So I appreciate his products, and I think everybody should at least try it, you know. And I think that you'll be well pleased, and you're gonna size his product up with other people because of his quality. That's what's gonna get you. His quality of his product is phenomenal. Many people who start off, you know, grassroots organizations, they start off and you can't see the growth they're trying to do from a retail perspective. But I can tell you from personal experience, I probably still have one of the bottles. I wish I was at home. I'd show it the difference between the beginning, because I kept it because I was so impressed, you know, because I just had to show it off. So, fives and kudos, bro.
Definitely appreciate it.
Hey, go ahead, brother. Keep talking. So, go ahead and repeat the website where people could get the product and so forth, and how they could contact you.
Yes, sir. So the website again is quintessential5.com. So I'll spell that out for you: QUINTESSENTIAL5.com. That's the website. You know, again, everything from mouthwash, toothpaste, deodorant, shampoo, conditioner. Again, everything you use on a daily basis to maintain your personal hygiene, we make it. We are getting into this year house cleaning products. So dish detergent, things of that nature. Because what our ultimate goal is to be in categories that you typically don't find Black folks in when it comes to natural products. You know, again, we're hard into the shea butter and the black soap, which are beautiful products. That's where I started at. But again, I knew if I was going to turn this into an enterprise, I had to take it to another level that, you know, people haven't seen before with this kind of, industry, so to speak. So, you know, again, we're going to keep growing. We are, you know, looking for investors because, you know, it's getting to that point now where the demand is getting higher than I can manage. You know, my wife, my family and I can manage on our own. So, you know, we definitely got to take it to that next level, because as I'm sure you know, it's very easy for a business to go out of business for being too successful because they just can't keep up with the demand. So, of course, don't want that to happen. But, you know, we're going to keep going, and we're going to keep going, and we're going to keep going.
All right. Thank you, my brother, for coming on, and thank you for giving us a idea of the product you have. And anybody who is interested, of course, y'all could email me, daggersquad1@gmail.com. I'll forward the brother's information, or I'll forward it to Monica, and, you know, if folks don't know, and we'll just get it out to the people. All right. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you for taking out the time out of your busy schedule for coming on. I appreciate
Thank you. Yes, sir. Much love.
All right, cool. Peace. All right. So next up, let me see. I think Mo is still on her way home. Let me get Cheryl in here. Cheryl, how you doing, Cheryl?
Pretty good, pretty good. I think Mo gave you the slides though. I'm not sure what she...
Before we even talk to Mo, I have to talk to you, because we do have a date tomorrow at 12 p.m. I'm going to do my cage code with you. I don't care what appointment you have. It's going to be canceled, because I am calling you at 12 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And we're going to do
I'm booked.
It's good. You're booked? Okay, sister said. Yeah, you booked. Yeah, I bet you are. Well, you gonna find me. Hey, how come you ain't get back to me? You don't want the Lexus Jeep, man? You don't like my Jeep?
Garfield, you know, We actually been looking at the Panamera, so that's what we've been looking at.
Yeah, whatever, man. Don't worry about it.
No, for real, because I want the Panamera. We've been looking at the little,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's what we've been looking at. So that's probably what I'll end up getting.
Yeah, definitely. Share life, man. Putting in work. I really do like how his products look. I'm definitely I hope I remember tomorrow. I'm gonna put an order in tomorrow because I don't trust anybody's deodorant. If I don't go to the natural store and get the stuff, then I could just go through him right now. So that's good. Good to know. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, all right, this is Sister Cheryl, by the way, and she's the person that deals with the government contracts. Of course, I deal with the credit repair. When you're doing credit repair, and if you're interested in getting a free credit evaluation, start your new year off right. It's tax season. Get yourself in line. What you're gonna do? There's bitcoins. There's a lot of cryptocurrencies going around. Ripple, Ethereum, Litecoin. You have forex trading. You got the Z Black card. You got the MyEcon personal financial company. You got a lot of different things. And by the way, if you join MyEcon today, it's only $9.95, and they'll do your taxes for you for free. So for those who are interested in actually raising their paycheck between $200 and $400 each pay period, MyEcon will help you, teach you how to adjust your W-4. It's called income shifting. And then you adjust your W-2s, and then your next paycheck will probably increase between $200 and $400. All right, so that's an extra $400 to $800 per month just for joining MyEcon for $9.95 for the first month and $34.95 a month after that. And it also comes with ID Defender. You also come with lawyers if you need a lawyer. They got some free services where lawyers could call people for you or write people for your letters. It also comes with cash flow manager. It comes with a lot of different items that you guys could have. All right, so something to think about. All right, hold on a second here. Let me see what's popping. Boy, my phone is ringing. All right, let me ask Sister Mo if she's ready to jump on. I could share her screen.
Right.
Mo, are you home yet?
Go ahead, Garfield. Go ahead.
You want me to put it on the screen?
Yes.
All right.
You can put it on the screen.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute my mic because I could hardly hear you. All right.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay. All right. So y'all tuned in to the Urban Economic Empowerment Show. So you could go to the next slide, Garfield, because everybody, they got your number. They see it. It's good. All right. So basically, I just want to kind of remind you guys, this is the team. This is what we doing. We handling the credit, getting your scores boosted up. We got the Z Black card and MyEcon. We help you do your business filings. Y'all already know what time of the year it is. It is tax time. So hopefully you're getting your corporate business filings done. And Cheryl's handling the drop shipping and the actual service contracts and grants. Next slide. So because it's tax time, I just wanted, a lot of people have started businesses under the sound of our voices for the entire 2017. And I just wanted to go to the next slide. I just wanted to make sure that you are aware of the difference between, you go to the next slide. Next slide. The difference between, you go to the next slide. I just want to make sure you're aware of the difference. Garfield. It's not moving. The difference between an employee and an independent contractor. Garfield. Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you.
I want him to
I
go
don't know
to the
what.
next slide.
Well, it says right there, hiring employees or independent contractors. Which one are you looking at, Mo? You probably need to come back into the actual Hangout.
Go out and come, huh?
No. Are you looking at it in the Hangout?
Yes, I'm looking in the Hangout. I don't only see the screen that goes.
Oh, I don't know what you're looking at then.
What happened to mine? Oh, there it goes. Okay, cool. All right, so I wanted to talk about the hiring employees and independent contractors. And so, for those of you who have started a business, you need to understand it, especially if you're paying people. People are going to be expecting these type of documents at the end of the year. So, if you have an employee, that means they would have filled out a W-4, and at the end of the year or this month in January, you should be issuing out a W-2. Independent contractors, then they would have completed a W-9, and at the end of the year, you will be issuing out a 1099. Go to the next slide. Now, the IRS defines, basically in a nutshell, the difference between a actual one of my slides didn't copy. It's fine. The difference between an employee and an independent contractor, how you know, and the easiest way for you to remember, if you control everything that person does when they do work for you, then they're your employee. Don't tell them how to, if their performance your guidance or your scope of work, they are independent contractors, meaning they're coming to do something for you, and everything they do, they dictate how they do it, when they do it, and the outcome of that. They're independent contractors. But if you got somebody coming to work for you and you tell them what time they need to be there, you evaluating them based off of their performance, or basically how your operation is ran affect what their results in their work, then they're employees. You need to be really careful with that. So it's tax time. You have to have your W-2s and your 1099s out. I think it's January 28th. If you're using payroll systems, they would have already sent that out for you. That's why we always communicate QuickBooks, Paycheck, ADP, because those companies actually will file your 941 income taxes for you and your state filings, and they will also issue out the W-2s and the 1099s at the end of the year. If you're doing everything manually, make sure you're keeping up with those files, because those are going to be very important when it comes down to workman's comp if you have hired employees. Right? Next slide. Now, are you interested in having a company? This is what you need to have: EIN number, your Secretary of State documents, your articles of incorporation, your DUNS and your SAMs. You in order to do business with the government or just to do business, period. You're getting these documents. Next slide. Then if you are a organization, not limited to these items, you will also need to have your board of directors, as well as make sure that you have filed your documents with the charity office for the Secretary of State. Most people, they only file it in the state in which they live. You also have to file with the IRS at some point, the 1023, so that people can take advantage of their tax exempt. If somebody has given your organization $75 or more, giving them a end of year statement. Anybody who's contributed to me or paid me for any services, they would have paid it to Tri-City Visionaries, which is a 501c3, which they can use that document receipt or the PayPal receipt or the Square Cash, and you could use that as proof of payment to a nonprofit organization, and you can get your tax exempt. Do not forget to write off your next slide. And then to keep up with you can go to the next one. So just make sure you're reviewing these videos. If you're watching in the archives, that you're looking at both of those two particular templates to determine what you need to do, your nonprofit or your small business filings. Now, again, if you're part of an MLM or you're affiliate of a business, then you're operating as a sole proprietor, unless you went out and filed as a corporation. As a sole proprietor, you have the opportunity to take advantage of maybe these 7 common tax deductions, but not limited to these, right? That's that car and truck expense, interest, communication, meals and entertainment, travel, wages, and depreciation. Go to the next slide. The number one thing you want to
be able to do if you don't already have an accounting system is you want to make sure that you're keeping your receipts. Most people only use their bank statements. Now, if you're only using your bank statements, it's not prohibited to use your bank statements. However, I like itemizations and to show the true cost of everything that I do. So I always keep my actual receipts. Here's one that everybody sleep on: your mileage. You could claim 54 cents a mile, 0.545. So when you're doing anything, you're traveling in and around town, you're doing business, you can capture those miles. Charitable, if you're volunteering, going places, I think it is I want to say 14 cents a mile. Don't sleep on your mileage. You're leaving a lot of money on the table. Next slide. Now, if you can go to the next one. If you don't have a system to keep up, well, then back up. So here's a little chart that talks about, oh, well, yeah. Okay, the cash flow manager. If you don't have a system to keep up with your income and expenses, or to upload your receipts, or to capture your profit and loss information for tax season, you want to get this program. Manager. It tracks your income and expenses for business and home expenses. It captures and store your receipts online. It also can you can track recurring expenses. You can track your mileage. That means anytime when you get ready to go somewhere, you can set your GPS on your cash flow manager app and it will capture the mileage for you. The actual application itself is $10.95 a month, but as Garfield stated, my econ, the initial fee to sign up right now is $9.95, and you get everything that anyone else in my econ gets. So this is a good time, especially if you're preparing for tax season, for you to get this cash flow for a manager to make life a little bit more easy for you when you're preparing your taxes. Next slide. Yep, you can go to the next one. So guys, just keep in mind, don't get caught. Oh, I got 3 years to file my taxes, or oh, not really sure what to do. I started this business. Oh, I'm going to hide this or hide that, or fly under the table. You don't have to do that. It can be captured in some way as an itemized deduction. And so that's the only thing I wanted to put out in the air. It's in the year. You have the opportunity to do the right thing. You have the software. You've been given information. It's all there for you. Go back and review the videos and take advantage of some of the tools that we're offering to you. All right, Garfield.
Hey Mo, do me a favor. Touch on my econ for a little bit. Let the people know where the cash flow manager.
Touch on what?
Touch on the my econ for a little bit. Let me just put it on the products page.
Oh, you want me to talk about my econ?
Yeah, go ahead, sis.
Oh, okay. So my econ, of course, is a personal financial success company. It's been in existence about 13 years. It's Black owned. Mr. Ivy Stokes and business partners started up 13 years ago. And these are the products and services. So right now we're running a promotional deal until January the 12th. And it's only $9.95 to start up. These are the products and services that you get for becoming in membership with the my econ. So you have the identity theft. If you are doing anything online, you want the identity theft. The reason is because it not only keeps up with your personal information, it lets you know if any sex offenders come in your neighborhood. It lets you know if anybody try to tap into your email. It provides you an antivirus software, phishing, anti-phishing. It's just phenomenal for your online security protection. We also have health and wellness products. You got coffee. Some people are into coffee. It helps with weight loss as well as the health and nutrition. As you got the ultimate, I forgot the name of it, but anyways, it's a vitamin. It's a liquid. Is that okay? Hold on 1 second. You also have. Garfield, you got to finish it out. I got to do something.
What's that? All right, so you got the cash flow manager. You have the cashback mall. You got even credit monitoring. You could do credit yourself. The smart money kit to adjust your W-4s and your W-2s. So there's a lot of things going on right there. All right. All right, let's jump off of this and let's get back. I want to talk to Cheryl. 1 second. Where's Cheryl at? Cheryl.
I hear you, Garfield.
All right, this is a new year. I'm telling you again, 12 o'clock tomorrow. I need to start bidding on some government contract.
That's fine.
Don't tell me it's fine. But you booked. So.
Hey, you was a hold up. You know, you was holding the process up a little bit.
As usual, blame everybody else. But you know what? I'll take one for the. Don't worry about it.
You know, I guess a lot of people talking about the Tariq Nasheed thing because he's on live now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm about to go jump on his live stream right now. You know, and talk to him. Say, cut it out, bro. That ain't necessary. All right. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, let me just let Sonida know. Sonida, if you're there, we're ready to jump off. And let's see. Okay. All right. All right. So today, I was on Sonida earlier anyway, because I was beating up on this Pastor Russ. So y'all know what I do. But let me just let Sonida know I'm ready. Sonida, I'm ready, brother. Ready to go. Anything else from you guys? Government contracts, my econ, Z Black card. You need your credit done, trade lines. Hit me up at daggersquad1@gmail.com. That's daggersquad1@gmail.com. All right. So peace and love. Let me call Sonetta, get him over here, and we get out of here. Is there any questions in the audience? Yeah, I'm done. All right. All right, cool. All right. Peace and love, family. Enjoy your evening. We see you tomorrow. See you next week. Catch me in the morning at the Morning Money Show on my timeline. All right? So peace and one love. All right, brother. Thank you, sir.
All right. Peace and Black Power family. Thank y'all for coming through. Thank you once again, the Garfield A team, Cheryl, and of course, Monica Lamb. Peace and Black Power family.
All right. Peace.